Marcus Camby is set to check in. Antonio Davis missed the first, but since then they've hit 4 of 5. Indiana started out 3 of 4 and now 0 for 4. Camby with a rebound to that miss, and here comes Houston. Charlie Ward at point guard for New York as Reggie Miller throws it away.
Now here comes Sprewell in full launch, and they get Camby on the fly. Foul Mullen. Second foul against Mullen.
If you run your lanes wider, you get dunk attempts that cannot be stopped by foulers like Chris Mullen.
Camby has gotten better with each round and has made an impression that even you, Bill Walton, won't forget. To creep a little bit closer. And what they want at the top of this period is just a little offensive momentum, trying to go to Camby against Chris Mullen. Too close.
Larry Johnson gets it to Camby, low post, banging against Mullen, up and under. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, for the Knicks and Camby, what they need to do is, again, realize how much time is left in the game. Get a better balance of offense and defense out on the floor. Davis inside, blocked by Camby.
Camby with a rejection, and New York has it right back. Jackson, again, will try to attack Houston. Now he gets a screen from Smits and takes it to the rim. Blocked by Camby. Childs has it for the Knicks.
Marcus Camby is everywhere. 2-on-1, 3-on-1. McKee with a foul.
Sprewell had given it up. He could have gotten Marcus Camby for a jam. Instead, he'll go to the free throw line after the McKee foul.
Defense for New York, igniting the fast break. Camby waiting patiently, staying with his man so there's no passing angle for Mark Jackson.
Indiana. New York's hit 8 of 10. Now Indiana 2 for 2. Childs spins, can't score. Put up, yes, good. By Marcus Camby, who else? Mr. Active for the Knicks, his 5th point.
Dale Davis, Derek McKee, have been charged with keeping Camby under control, have had no success.
Miller driving Houston. Wild shot. Camby grabbed by Jackson on the foul.
This Knicks team is really lacking in skill.
Rebounded by Sprewell.
Pacers have come to a grinding halt here.
Tough shot.
Out of control, Sprewell, but an offensive rebound. And one, Marcus Camby. What's not to like?
That contingent behind the Knicks bench is going crazy. They've got their uniforms on. They've got their towels. You can see them right behind Jeff Van Gundy, Spike Lee, and the gang. But when Sprewell's slashing to his right here, you got to make Spree go left. It can be over the top, just too quick for all of the Pacer big men. And that was the knock on Charles Oakley, that Oakley wasn't quick enough to compete against the Davises. That's why that was the impetus for that trade.
Childs wide open. Miller a little slow recovering. Leads it inside to Camby, who throws it down. Marcus Camby with 10 points.
Well, Camby has just been so aggressive. No body on him. He's just waltzing in there. You can't let a guy with live, fresh legs like that. What is he, Tom, 23 years old? He's just going to jump over these older Pacers.
He's been by far the most active player throughout the series.
They'll be fine. Now, the guy that really has made a difference has been Marcus Camby.
And all the intangibles, just doing the dirty work underneath, something he was not known for coming in after the big trade, blocking shots, keeping them all in play. Out in the passing lanes, working relentlessly on the offensive glass, getting to the foul line as well. Marcus Camby has been the most productive and dynamic performer in the front court in this entire series.
And the New York Knicks want to do is stay close. They don't want to see this play and explode. Camby on the move.
Blocked by Antonio Davis, and then a foul called. Antonio thought he had the ball after a clean block. Instead, whistled for number 2.
Camby had been sitting for a very, very long time. First touch, he goes right at Chris Mullen. That's an impossible matchup for Chris. That's ball. That's
body,
a block.
too.
Camby's moving forward, and he's standing straight up. Antonio Davis, that's a block shot, Steve.
Antonio Davis was standing straight up. You see his body moving in the air?
That's straight up defense. You can't block it any better than that.
Camby missed the first.
Not a good free throw shooter, only 55% throughout the regular season. I hate to agree with Bill, but it did look like a pretty good block. Into Dudley, low post.
This is not a good decision right here.
Houston left it for Camby, who is fouled.
Steve, that was beautiful basketball. Bring it into the post. Get a back cut down the lane. The beautiful dish by Dudley, and then the layoff to the weak side. the way they drew it up.
That's very bad defense by the Indiana Pacers. I'm sorry, because Dudley is not a threat in that position, and you get Antonio Davis in harm's way one more time. That's 3 straight fouls against him.
And 4 for the game.
That's right, and Camby picks up the first shot.
And remember, McKee is already playing with 4 that he picked up all in the first half. Smits is not doing anything. It might be Sam Perkins' night down the stretch for Larry Bird.
Quickly attacking out of the backcourt. He pulls up. Allen Houston was thinking about letting that one go.
Here's Camby over Perkins. Marcus Camby, young against old, and Young has 16 points.
Marcus Camby doing so much. You dribble into the paint like this and just rise up, leaving the defender frozen. Perkins, a great defender against a bigger guy. Marcus Camby pumping his teammates up. Let's go. One time.
The one thing that they have done, though, is move the ball, break the defense down, and the shot selection is getting better for the New York Knicks, who refuse to go away.
Why did they wait so long? They'd be up by 10 right now. Larry Bird getting nothing out of his front line. Now he's got Dale Davis and Rick Smits trying to contribute.
Camby's open. Sprewell was not about to give it up. Finally does. And Camby is fouled by Smits.
Well, his idea was to get Camby closer to the hoop. And so he was waiting, and eventually he found the seam to pass him the ball.
Wait a second. Sprewell, he's playing the perfect playground ball.
You don't see this guy. He saw him the whole time. He left him over there and said, run down a little bit closer. Gets the foul, a chance for Camby to extend the lead.
Sprewell, he was going to shoot that ball. When 4 guys got there, that's when he had to pass. And it was a great pass, too.
Critical for Indiana to make it to the finals for the first time. Critical for the franchise. And three-point play by Reggie Miller. And Indiana's back on top by 1.
Crowd back in it.
Sprewell, baseline drive on Rose. Blocked by Smits. Camby puts it home.
Sprewell's in the zone, though. He's just taking every ball to the hoop. I'm glad he's attacking as opposed to settling with a perimeter fadeaways. Bernard King was very good at it.
Under the 5-minute mark, Smits blocked by Camby. Sprewell saves it for New York, and a foul called on Indiana.
Jalen Rose picks up the foul. Rick Smits is just having a nightmarish evening.
You see the hands in the eyes, but Miller is able to spot him on the move. But Camby's the reason that he's having a tough time. Camby is all over the place.
That ball was blocked. That layup was blocked by Smits. Rick now 1 for 10. Come back to Sprewell again. Sprewell's been the guy that's been making it go. He's drawing the defense.
Van Gundy is going nuts over saying, don't walk the ball up the floor. They're tired, we're tired, but we got to keep moving. One more hoop, and they had the big advantage with just about 2 minutes to go. Houston against Jackson.
Takes it, leaves it for Camby, puts it through. Marcus Camby from Allen Houston.
Penetration and dish.
It's all Indiana, but New York found its desperation and made a remarkable comeback in this game. Now just 3 seconds away from taking a 3-2 lead in the series.
That ball was blocked by Marcus Camby once again. And in Latrell Sprewell, they got a guy who can get to the free throw line and bail your team out when everything bogs down. That's what happened for Van Gundy tonight.
And the fans here at Market Square, who may have seen their team play the last official game in this arena ever, are shocked as Game 5 comes to an end. New York now just 1 victory away from becoming the first 8 seed ever to make the NBA Finals. But remember, Indiana has lost only once on the road during these playoffs. In the last 8 minutes of the game, the Knicks put it away with a 29-14 run.